Let's read our question and underline the keywords. Write the equation of a line that passes through the points given. According to the question, right here, we should understand that the equation will look like y equals mx plus b, because it is an equation of any kind of a line. So your step number 1 will be writing that equation in general form. Now let's take a look at the information that we need to complete this equation. We need to find the slope and the y-intercept. Let's reread the question itself carefully. You will notice that they do not give you either one of these pieces directly, but they do give you the coordinates of the point. How does that help us? If you remember, we can find the slope using its formula. Rise over run as a difference of y coordinates over a difference of x coordinates. Remember what we recommended before you start the plug into the formula. Decide which of the points is the first one and label them accordingly. Then the second point will have the labels x2 and y2. Begin substitution with the skeleton of your formula. Together with me, identify y2. According to the given information, it is 1. y1 is minus 3. Let's go to x's. x2 is 0 and x1 is minus 2. Now you will take your calculators and will figure out separately what the numerator, the top of this fraction, is. You might want to do it mentally first and then check with the machine. You will find that it is 4. You can pause this video to figure out mentally what the denominator is and then check it with the machine. You will find that it is 2. You always have to remember to simplify your fraction. And at the end, once again, state that what you found is the slope. So you don't have to look for this information everywhere on your sheet. Okay, let's use the slope in step 3 for substitution into the formula. So we know it's supposed to look like y equals mx plus b. And now we actually found the slope, so we can substitute that element there. It's okay to write 2 without denominator 1, because you're working with the formula. Now remember, we still need to identify the b. If you go back to the question, you'll find that there is no additional information. But you do have coordinates x and y. That means that you could substitute those values into this formula. Why? Because we know the line passes through these 2 points. You can use any one of these points. I usually prefer the one with positive x and y value. Use any point for substitution. I will clarify that I'm using 0, 1. And the first value is my x and y. Notice I label them so that I don't mess up my substitution. Well, now, since the y is 1, I can write it right here. 2 was already there, and my x is a 0. I still do not know the b, but that's exactly why I'm writing this equation, to find that b. let's simplify everything we can. 2 times 0 is a 0 plus b. Well, since it is a 0, I don't really have to write it. So I actually already found my b. b equals 1. So we are one step away from finishing our question. Step 4. Put it all together. Well, your formula is y equals mx plus b. We just identified what our slope and the y-intercept are. Therefore, our formula will look like y equals m, since the slope is 2, I'll write 2x, and since the y-intercept is positive 1, I will write it as positive 1. That's our final answer.